Hi, my name is Stephanie Garber, and I'm the superintendent for Culver School District. And I would love the opportunity to share a few amazing things happening in our district. 2 years ago, we implemented a STEM initiative. The reason for doing so is we are small and rural, so we have 11 teachers in our high school. So, a wide variety of course offerings isn't that doable with only 11 staff members. And we had one period of STEM. And we noticed our attendance rate was awesome in that class. And that year, that very first year, we had our high schoolers work with the Cove State Park. And they came up with the idea that they wanted a project that used renewable energy. And so, right now at the campground at the Cove, Lake Billy Chinook Cove State Park, there is a water wheel that was handcrafted by our students that was put in the irrigation ditch, and it generates enough power to illuminate the lights at the kiosk, like the check in desk. And I think the lights over the disposal area. Anyhow, it was the first project, and our kids were electric with the fact they made it and they were making a difference locally. So we embraced that idea and we took the STEM concept, including the arts. So you might have heard it called STEAM. And we rearranged them actually into the acronym TEAMS, because what became very apparent is with 11 teachers at your high school, the wide variety isn't there. However, if you team with partners from the community, the world is the oyster, right? We can just do so many things. And so right now we have 28 community partners. We're in year 3 of our STEM initiative. And we have all sorts of projects. For example, our kindergartners worked with a local animal shelter. And so they're learning careers, and then they learned why are the animals there in kindergarten language. And then they decided that they needed to better the world for the animals. So they felt that these unwanted animals needed to feel loved. And so with every adoption at the local animal shelter, they now are sent home with a bag that our kindergartners made homemade dog biscuits. And then the reason it's STEM or engineering is they engineered dog toys. Given a certain amount of supplies, they engineered dog toys. So every dog gets adopted and they get a dog toy and homemade dog biscuits. Our second graders study community, and so Culver is a farming community and rural. However, there was an issue they identified in that the farmers cannot get accurate weather. So you either go to Redmond for the weather, or Madras, or down at the Lake Billy Chinook. And none of it's accurate for the land in Culver. So our students worked with Central Oregon Seed Incorporated and are now an international weather station through the WeatherBug program. And we couldn't have learned so much about weather, just studying from a book or looking something up on the internet. It is through using this app, and they have the big screen every day in their room that shows the weather and the dew point and all the important pieces. So what we embrace is that education is changing. It's no longer the teacher's the keeper of the information. Rather, the teacher's the facilitator of the information and pulling together all the different pieces. And so we are able to do awesome things like this last year. One of the projects was at the Cove State Park again, and the bluebird population is declining. There's a riparian area. And so our high school biology class studied up on the Oregon bluebird, came over, taught our first graders all about the Oregon bluebird, and together they brainstormed, what can we do about this declining population? And they came up together with the idea of building habitats. And so they worked with the Audubon Society, learned how to make a proper Oregon bluebird home for the birds. The big kids helped the peewees, and they constructed 20 birdhouses, which are now proudly displayed and mounted in the riparian area down at Lake Billy Chinook, and all, I'm proud to say, are inhabited. So those children just made a difference in the world, learned all about the bluebird population, learned about the habitat, learned about riparian areas, learned about geometry, learned about crafting a bluebird house, and the data they now collect is reported to the Audubon Society. So it's this kind of fashion that we have modified all of our learning, and kindergarten through 12th grade, so that it doesn't matter that we only have 11 teachers at our high school, because those 11 are embracing all the partners in the community to create, I don't even know, I'm not going to put a number on it because it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So we use teams-based learning at Culver School District. So we are small and rural, but we're not remote. So this is working terrific for us, and every student is able to make a difference in their world, and do more than just learn from books. It's awesome.